Hey friends, happy Monday. I'm glad you're back for Bible tea. I didn't make a video yesterday just for the fact that I was dealing with allergies pretty bad all day. And so today the plan is to not only talk about chapter 3 but also chapter 4. They're not going to be right after each other, so the first thing I'm going to do is talk about chapter 3 of Esther with you all, and then later on today I'll make another video over chapter 4. So before I read the chapter, I'll just want to share the summary that I got out of chapter 3. And that was in chapter 3, we are introduced to Haman, another important character of the book of Esther. We also learn that this chapter has 15 verses in it. After the king gets rid of the two people who were plotting to kill him, he appoints Haman. Haman earned the king's favor, and then I believe he allowed it to go to his head. So the king ordered that Haman be treated with great respect, I believe. And that meant whenever he passed by someone, they were to bow down to him. Now, let's think back to what we know about the Jewish people. Well, for one, they have totally different morals and a set of laws that they live by to serve God. Now, one day, well, before I move on, I just want to say that's my understanding of the Jewish people. Now, moving on. Now, one day, Haman was passing by the king's gate, and there was one person who did not bow to him. That one person was Mordecai, and it made Haman very upset. So he decided to plot against Mordecai and his people. So Haman got the king to agree to create a commandment to kill all the Jews on a certain day of the month. So that just about sums up from the start to the end of chapter 3. But I am going to go ahead and read the verses. So yesterday, after I posted this, I went on and I added the other audio to the chapter as well, because I know I mispronounce words, and if anyone wants to go back and listen to the actual pronunciation, I figured that would help them the best. So here we go. Chapter 3. After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, and advanced him. He set his seat above all the princes that were with him. And the king and all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence. Then the king's servants, which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, Why transgressest thou the king's commandment? Now it came to pass, when they spoke daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matter would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did he reverence, then was Haman full of wrath, and he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had shewed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai. In the first month, that is the month Nisan, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus, they cast pur, that is the lot before Haman, for the day to day, and from month to month, to the 12th month, that is the month Adar. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people. Neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore it is not for the king's profit to suffer them. If it pleases the king, let it be written, that they may be destroyed, and I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business, to bring it into the king's treasuries. And the king took his ring from his hand, and gave it unto Haman, the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, the Jews' enemy. And the king said unto Haman, the silver is given to thee, the people also, to do with them as it seemeth good to thee. Then were the king's scribes called on the 13th day of the first month, and there was written according to all that Haman had commanded, unto the king's lieutenants, and to the governors that were over every province, and to the rulers of every people of every province, according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language. In the name of King Ahasuerus was it written, and sealed with the king's ring. And the letters were sent by post into all the king's provinces, to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day, even upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month Adar, and to take the spoil of them for a prey. The copy of the writing for a commandment to be given in every province was published unto all people, that they should be ready against that day. The post went out, being hastened by the king's commandment, and the decree was given in Shushan, the palace. And the king and Haman sat down to drink, but the city Shushan was perplexed. So friends, that's all of chapter 3. But while I was reading this chapter, I couldn't help but think that if God says something is wrong, or a sin, or anything, then our opinions don't matter. We should obey God always. And that's what I believe Mordecai was doing. And we saw from chapter 2 that Mordecai saved the king from a plot to assassinate him. But the king forgot who Esther said it was told her in just one short chapter. And now the new character, Haman, has decided he don't like Mordecai because he, like I said earlier in the summary, Haman has let everything the kings gave him go to his head. So I feel like he has the big head. And because one person didn't bow down to him and respect him or fear him, he was like, no, you and your kinfolk and the people who you claim to be a part of, I'm just gonna and be done. I mean, he went to the king after the guards was like, why won't you just, do what everybody else does? And Mordecai just was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm chilling here. So the moral of this chapter to me is still what I said before. If it's wrong in the Bible, if God put something in the Bible, it's true. If God calls it a sin or tells you not to do something, then you best believe it's a sin and wrong to do, and also you best not do it. But I know that we are human, because I could think a lot about my past that I've done, and I'm just reminded, that we have a merciful and a very forgiving God who loves us. Well, friends, until later today, hopefully, I hope you all have a great day, and remember, God loves you and so do I. Bye!